everyone, I'm Mark.
And I'm Lanice.
And you're watching Living Well, Uintah Basin, where success is defined by you. Today on Beyond the Couch, we're going to highlight the Dino Try.
On our Dish by Dish, we're going to show you how to make a tasty Dutch oven dessert.
Oh, I love Dutch oven. And on your way today, we have a very special segment today as we pay tribute to Sarah Young, a woman who dedicated herself to a life of service to her community. She recently lost her battle with cancer, but all of us have been blessed by her amazing and inspiring life. You're going to love this episode. Stay with us.
Living Well, Uintah Basin, presented by Ashley Regional Medical Center. Also made possible by Anadarko and Uintah Recreation District. Living Well, Beyond the Couch.
Hi, I'm Hannah. Hi, I'm Gabi. And we're from Germany and we're super excited about this race because it's our first triathlon ever. I'm really excited about the cycling because I really enjoy it. And I'm kind of scared of the cold water, but I think we'll be fine. So I guess we have a great time.
This is my first Dino Try. We're looking forward to it. I'm actually doing this in memory of my friend who died in Iraq. It was his birthday yesterday, so it's kind of like our little in memory of Benny Gray Cockerham III and we miss you, brother.
The triathlon's put on by 4 race directors, myself and my wife, and Dave and Jody Ryan. But the success is brought to the people who participate.
Whether you're a beginner or you're a seasoned athlete, it's a perfect race for you. 5 years ago, I did my first triathlon, and that was the Dino Try. It's got a great course, it's got a friendly atmosphere, and it just had to continue, so we took it on. It's a lot of work, but as racers, we've put our heart and soul into making this race one of the best around.
3, 2, 1, go!
I've been coming for 4 years. I've been racing for 7 years. Very excited to attack that hill.
It's just a great race, well organized, love the course, everything about it. Yeah, Mark and his crew are just phenomenal.
My name is Dan Thomas from Spanish Fork, Utah. I'm running today with a team called Team Red, White, and Blue. Basically, it's a non-profit organization. It's where returning veterans come back, and it promotes getting into physical activity.
What we love so much about it is that overall individual accomplishment. I can conquer something that I might have been afraid of or couldn't accomplish last year. And that's what we like. We get to meet athletes from all over the world, all over the Western United States, that have taken a goal and made it theirs and finished and become triathletes.
This year we had several participants under the age of 14. My son was one of those, and what a great accomplishment.
Had athletes from 7 different states here in the Western region, and even 2 international competitors from Germany.
We have fantastic sponsors. Without them, this race wouldn't happen. But anyone that's raced this realizes how much our sponsors give to make it an incredible race. I love to meet the athletes that we've met, and I love to hear the stories, especially the ones that have done it for the first time and realize that they can do it. That's what makes this race, putting it on, worth everything.
Living well, dish by dish.
It's summer, and that means lots of camping with the family. The best part of camping for me is the food. Today I've got Joe Wiseman with us, and he's going to show us how to make a Dutch oven dish. Now Joe, I've got to be honest, we go camping quite a bit, but one of the things that intimidates me is cooking in the Dutch oven. You're going to show us that it's not that bad.
No, it shouldn't intimidate you at all. It's fairly easy. You can't really ruin nothing. It's fun.
So you're going to show us a dessert today.
A cake.
A cake, okay.
Just for convenience, I've got all the dry ingredients already mixed together. You want to start your briquettes about 10-15 minutes before, just so that they're at the right temperature before we start.
You lit them with some lighter fluid, I watched you, and that's how you're going to get them heated.
Right.
Or in
just
the fire
like you,
even.
just like you would if you was doing it in a barbecue or at home.
So that, I'm sorry, was that oil you just added?
Oil, and now 3 eggs.
Okay.
And we just want to mix that up. You don't want to beat it. You don't want to use a beater.
So you're just mixing it with a fork.
Just
no
mix
beater.
it with a fork. Get it all nice and.
So it's going to be a little bit lumpy then.
Yeah, it's going to be not the consistency of a cake yet.
Okay.
We got a few other things to add.
Okay.
A little vanilla.
That's really dumb. I was wondering what that was, and in my mind I was thinking soy sauce, and I was like, how is that going to work?
No, not good. Some mandarin oranges and some crushed pineapple. And the juices you don't want to drain because that's what's going to make the batter.
Oh.
Usually on Dutch ovens, just a rule of thumb is if you go 2 less briquettes than the size of your oven, which this is a 12-inch, so you go 10 underneath and 14 on top, and that'll make a consistency or a temperature of about 350.
Okay. I think that's my biggest thing is knowing the briquettes, how many to put on, and how do you, is that something you can find on the internet or?
Most all of your Dutch oven cookbooks in the front of them will give you a table of 14-inch, 12-inch, 16-inch,
Okay.
10-inch.
And it kind of relate that to what the temperature should be. So when you're cooking
Right.
that recipe, you know how many you need to put there.
Right.
Okay.
You can either grease and flour your Dutch oven, or I just use a flour nonstick spray.
Okay, so even though you've got the oil in there from the seasoning and stuff, you still want to spray it good.
Just so your cake won't stick to the side. I mean, I don't do it with cobblers,
Okay.
just because they don't need it. There's a lot more juice to them. But when you're finished with the cake, you should be able just to tip it right out of your
Just want to be able
right out of your Dutch oven.
Okay.
Slide right out.
All right.
Okay. So we got all that ready, and what we'll do is we'll stack our briquettes underneath. You want a good set of long tongs because
Don't want to burn yourself.
briquettes do get warm.
Yeah.
And remember, 7 to 10 underneath.
Now, one thing I want to point out, because sometimes we were talking about it earlier, people think that your briquettes have to be bright red or whatever, but they're going to be hot even
Oh, yeah.
looking like a coal type thing. They don't have to be the flaming red or anything like that to be hot.
No, they actually are the warmest when they're about this color,
Okay.
gray.
Okay.
Just line the lid. If you go on the outside edges of bottom and top, that's where it's
gonna
like a
even it
convection oven. Yeah, your heat will be even.
Okay. Yeah, I was noticing you did that along the bottom, so now the top
Rotate.
as well.
Rotate your Dutch oven about every 15 minutes, quarter turn. Go bottom this way, lid this way, and you won't have any hot spots.
Oh, okay. So rotate them in opposite directions.
Right.
All right.
That way you can see some are grayer than others.
Uh-huh.
You won't have a hot spot anywhere on or underneath.
Okay. So And every recipe is going to differ, but this cake is going to take about how long to bake?
About an hour, hour and 10 minutes.
All right.
A little less on the mountain than it does here in the valley.
Because of the higher elevation?
Right.
Oh, good to know.
And so in the valley, probably about an hour and 15.
Okay.
And of course, we've got one that's already done that we done a little bit earlier.
And it looks and smells very good.
And you can see it's lifted away from the edges.
So it's kind of got that muffin, like when you pull something out of a muffin tin or whatever, that's exactly how that's going to come out.
You can serve it with whipped cream, ice cream, anything.
I'm going to taste it, but I'm always talking with my mouth full. So before I do it, it looks like, tell us a little bit, if you're going to Dutch oven cook, I want you to show just a little bit of what they're going to need as far as like supplies.
Like I said, good tongs, get your Dutch ovens, have them seasoned. You do that, it gives you instructions when you buy them. I collect all kinds of tools. The lid lifter.
It looks like that's a must.
Yeah, it saves your hands, especially if you're reaching into a hot fire.
Yeah.
Basically, as you cook, you'll learn things that you want to have. Wooden spoons, things like that.
One last question before we go. We've made our cake. How bad is the cleaning up of a Dutch oven? Or tell us what you would do to clean the Dutch oven after.
I don't use soap or water, and I don't burn mine out. After the cake's gone, simply take some salt, table salt, sprinkle in there, rub it around, it cleans everything off, it's an abrasive, and then add a little bit of oil, smear it around. I take a paper towel and lay in the bottom for moisture, that way you don't rust.
So no water?
No water.
Oh,
none at all.
Something new.
Not even with a cobbler, don't.
Oh wow.
And I don't line none of my Dutch ovens.
Okay. Well, this is excellent. I love it, and we really appreciate you coming on. I think I'm gonna try. I'm gonna venture out a little bit on my next camping trip and do a little Dutch oven cooking. So, thank you, Joe, for being with us. We really appreciate it.
No
and
problem.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
For today's health tip, we suggest dividing your workout into 3 to 4 sessions. In each session, focus on 2 to 3 muscle groups. Training the same muscle group daily can lead to overtraining.
Living well, your way.
As you travel through life, it doesn't matter what your challenges are. What really matters is that you look for the everyday miracles. The most beautiful thing about having cancer was the love of people. They're wonderful, they're caring, they're supportive. It just makes you feel so warm inside to realize, to know how many beautiful people there are. I was born in Vernal, Utah, to Yulcie Hunting and Ruth Bingham. But then after I was born, we moved to Cache Valley. I had 5 brothers and 2 sisters. And we had a lot of fun growing up. Our favorite game was kick the can. Deer hunting was our family vacation. And that was very exciting and fun for us as I was growing up. And as a young girl, I worked at a fruit stand with my family. And that's where I really learned a love of people. I went to Utah State University and graduated from there. And it was there that I met my husband, Max. I have 5 sons and 2 daughters. And then I have 21 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren. And my family is the love of my life, and they are very good to me. The wind beneath my wings is my husband. He's my mentor. He has always made me feel the best that I could be. He has taught everybody that to make a good man, you treat ladies with dignity and respect. And I love him for the example that he has set for everyone. I was able to be lucky. I was able to teach special education for 25 years. These students are very special and close to my heart. They're almost like my own children. They teach you the real meaning of life. Their love is unconditional, and it was the greatest joy of my life to teach these students how to be the best that they could be. I've been really excited to do Special Olympics. They're the best kids in the world to work with, and they have taught me more than I've ever taught them. Probably the motto of Special Olympics is something that I have tried to maintain in my life, and that is let me win. But if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. And I want to say thank you to our community. During my experience at Special Olympics, We have had so much great support. Vernal is a beautiful place because we have beautiful people that are willing to share, to donate, and to give. And so I have a great love for Vernal and the Vernal people. I love scouting because it teaches our boys leadership skills and service. My husband was the director of Uintah for 24 years, and during that time I was the gopher, and anything they needed for the camp, I'd pick up whatever they needed. The greatest thing I've tried to teach my family is the joy of service. People are appreciative of what you do for them because it's always making someone a better person. And by doing that, you forget your own problems. You look at life differently and you see what happened today to make me happy, what happened today to build me up. Never be afraid that what you have to offer isn't good enough, because what you have to offer is the best. To make a community a whole place, it takes the whole community. It doesn't matter what your talents are or where you are in life. What's really important is that you're willing to share your life with others.
Thanks to our guests, and thanks for watching our show today.
Don't forget, our 12 Weeks of Summer giveaways are still going on.
And to be eligible to win, all you have to do is like VTV Channel 6's Facebook page.
Until next time, live well, Uintah Basin.